Cincinnati Reds take on the Chicago Cubs. Hey, Jimmy, Hey, you don't look so good today. What's the matter with your eyes? They look all puffy.
You know, I slept with my window open last night, and my neighbor's cat might have come into the house, or we got raccoons out in the woods.
More likely
I think it was my neighbor's cat, because I woke up and my face was all scratched.
Spiders can do that too, Jimmy.
And I'm allergic to cats, so now my whole head and face, cheeks, forehead are all swollen up.
Well, you should put some turpentine on that. That'll soothe it. That's what my dad used to do.
Turpentine.
Yeah.
You might want to ask somebody about counseling, Tim. Turpentine, that hurt.
Yeah, all the medics used it in the war. Hello once again, everyone. Tim Kitcho, along with my pal Jimmy Shorts. Jimmy, good to have you back in the booth, partner.
Yeah, good to be back. I got stung in the eyes by bees, and my whole head swelled up, Tim. So it's good to be back in the booth again.
Yeah, you still look a little funny. Look a little peaked around the eyes. Anyway,
it hurt.
Jimmy, it's time to play ball. Fly ball, center field. And he pulls it down. One out. Bases are empty. Williamson sets up. Line smash, third base. And Bellhorn has himself a base hit.
Boy, I tell you, home run would be so nice right now.
One out, one on. Sosa gets ready.
You better get your head down in front.
Releases, and that's line foul. Breaks for second. Hit in the air to right field. Kearns, and he won't get this one. The throw to second. Bellhorn rounds third. Got him, and that's two.
And with flawless execution, they turn the double play.
After one half inning of play, we are tied at 0. Tonight on Practical Reality and Mishaps, TV funnyman Ed Walston mistakenly jokes with his waiter. Watch what happens when our professional stuntman and 3-time kickbox champion is not amused. And here's the batter to lead things off.
Number 11, Barry Larkin.
Sends up a drive right center, and he puts it away. One out. Bases are empty. Casey digs in. Sends up a drive, and that ball goes foul. Hit in the air to center field, and Patterson pulls it down.
Well, he's got to drop one and left. That'll get him on base.
2 outs, nobody on base. Got under that one to left field, and he'll make the play. After 1 inning of play, we are scoreless. Stay tuned for From Left Field immediately following the game. Then it's the season premiere of the powerful new drama, Mason's River Crossing. The story of an ordinary family with insurmountable problems and tragedy. See why critics are calling it shockingly sad and disturbing. Choi steps in. And he rolls one over the shortstop. And it ricochets off the wall. Choi rounds first. Throws to second, and he beats the throw. No outs, man on second. Hit sharply over the shortstop, and he pulls it down.
Oh, I thought he was going to drop it for a second.
And they turn the double play.
Bada bing boom ba double play there, baby.
2 outs, nobody on base. Hill looking for a pitch he can drive. Good eye on the pitch in tight.
You know, they say ball players have great eyes, and that's a good example right there.
Sends up a drive left field. Hill rounding first. And Hill is on second with a double. There are 2 outs. Runner on second. Bakum steps in. Oh, it hit him. Ow! 2 outs. Runners on first and second. Sharply into left field. Hill now rounding third. The Cubs go out in front, and Gonzalez pulls up at second with a double.
Way to go, man!
There are 2 outs here with runners at second and third. The pickoff to third, and the runner gets back in. And here comes the runner from third. Gets under it, right field. Kearns picks it up. Throws to first, safe at first. And Pryor has himself a base hit. And so there are 2 outs, men on first and third. Patterson digs in. Takes off. This one has a chance. And that ball is gone. Goodbye. A home run. And Patterson widens the lead. Old McDowell got called up from the farm, and with a whack-whack here and a whack-whack there, the homers were flying everywhere.
Man, you must read a lot, you know, because you're always coming up with these literary references. That's just a big shot of adrenaline. The crowd is energized, the team is energized. What would we do without baseball?
I'd still be working at that lady's shoe store for one, I guess, Jimmy. Two outs, nobody on base. Hey, Peanuts here. Bellhorn takes a cold strike. 0-1's the count.
You know, I think he just forgot to swing there. It's like, hey, oh, I guess I should have swung, huh?
Hey, shut up!
Gets under it to left field. He makes the grab.
He puts that one away, no problemo, baby.
And that'll retire the side. At the middle of 2, Chicago leads by 5. Tonight on an all-new Buddies, Brock McCoy, star of The Weather Guy, guest stars in a very special episode of Buddies. You won't want to miss it. It's sure to be action-packed. And here comes the first batter to lead off the inning. Griffey stands in.
Beef jerky here! Beef jerky!
And he wasn't fooled by that pitch out of the zone.
He was wise to lay off on that one.
Coffee here! Coffee here!
And this guy has quite a formidable arm, doesn't he, Jimmy?
Is that his real arm? It looks kind of fake. Remember that $6 million man? He had fake arms, one fake leg.
Oh, how did he catch that one? One out, nobody on base. Dunn gets ready. And he laces one over the shortstop. Dunn heads for second. The play at second. He is safe. One out with a runner on second. The pitch sends a blast right center.
Now that you just made a good catch, you cannot let it go to your head.
And that's a double play.
How about this infield? Man, you gotta love that defense.
And so, at the end of 2, the Cubs lead by 5. Tonight on Newsbreakers, why Johnny can't read. Maybe it's because Johnny's teacher doesn't know Jack. Are your kids' teachers qualified to teach? What we found out will disturb you. Learn the shocking truth about why Johnny can't learn. Line smash back to the pitcher, and Williamson pulls it in. One out, nobody on base. And he ropes one over the shortstop. Dunn plays it off the bounce. The throw to first, and Choi has himself a single. One out, man on first. And the runner goes. Throws to second. Safe. And he dropped the ball. Breaks for third. Oh, he got all that one. And Alou puts his team up a bunch. That ball wasted no time leaving the park.
I thought he made a good pitch there, Tim, but this guy's bat was just red hot.
The pitching coach might want to come out and talk it over with the pitcher after that, Jimmy. Just say, hey, it happens to everyone. Throw one under the next guy's whiskers. Let him know you're not scared.
Yeah, usually the coach will say, hey, I got 5 other guys who want the ball. Now, what's it going to be, the next guy, or are you going to give me the ball?
You're right, Jimmy. That shows the coach has confidence in his guy. He takes time to talk to his players. One out. Bases are empty. And he holds up on the pitch in close.
You gotta be able to draw the walk once in a while and keep the pitcher honest.
The pitch sends a blast left field. And Dunn makes the grab. There are 2 outs. Base is empty. Williamson looks for the sign. And he doesn't take the bait on the pitch away.
His eyes are like a hawk. He is so good.
And now the pitch. Line smash to the shortstop. And Larkin makes the catch. Going to the bottom of the 3rd, Chicago leads by 7. And don't forget, it's Western Week at WVNT. Stay tuned after the game for the network premiere of Big Rough Saddle Riders. It's an action-packed ride. And here comes the batter to the plate to lead off the inning. This one has a chance, and it's gone! A home run! And Kearns narrows the deficit, and the pitcher just shakes his head in disgust. Nothing he can do about that one.
As a pitcher, you're gonna have guys take you deep. You just hope it's not the worst guy on the team. Oh, you gotta love it, man. I'll tell you, that was nice. That wakes a team up.
I really like the way this guy carries himself, Jimmy. He's got a lot of poise, and he goes about his business in a very professional manner.
Speaking of business, if I don't eat an antacids, the tacos I ate before this game, I'm blowing up right here in this, right in the booth.
No outs, nobody on base. And that looked like a highlight from the Dodgeball Olympics, and down he goes. No outs, man on first.
Number 48, Scott Williamson.
Pryor, the windup. Fly ball right field, and he'll make the play. The play at first, out, and they turn the double play.
Man, I'd like to see more triple plays. They should work on that more. That wasn't a bad double play, though.
2 outs, nobody on base.
11, Barry Larkin.
You better get your head down in front.
Larkin takes a strike, 0-1.
I don't think that's where the pitcher wanted that, but I'll tell you, he got the call for a strike.
Pryor winds up. And he scorches one over the first baseman's head. Sosa will field it on the bounce. And Larkin is on with a single. Casey, 0 for 1 to this point. Flied out his last at bat.
Casey.
Hey, girls, look at me, I'm stupid.
We want a pitcher, not a belly itcher.
Casey takes a cold strike.
And he lays off on that one. You know, I wonder if he just swung at everything you would normally never swing at, and vice versa if you would become a great hitter.
Casey takes a cold strike. 0-2's the count.
Could anyone tell me what's he waiting for? I mean, come on, swing the bat. What's your job? You're standing around like a tree.
Hit sharply into right center. And Patterson reels it in. And that'll do it for the bottom half of the inning. With 3 innings in the books, the Cubs lead by 6. Tonight at 10 on Newsbreakers, we uncover sexy secrets of the stars. You'll be shocked to see what we found. And here's the batter to lead things off.
Alex
Gonzalez steps into the batter's box.
Milky chocolate bars here. Come on, get a milky chocolate bar. Always better when it's
Pitch on the way. Sends up a drive to right field. Picks it up off the bounce. Guns it to first, and he is safe at first. Pryor, and he is 1 for 1 today. A run-scoring single in his last attempt. Williamson now ready for the delivery. The throw to first, and he didn't get him. There's a shot at first base. The play at second, he is out of there, and that's 2.
Bada bing boom ba double play there, baby.
Way to go, man.
2 outs, nobody on base.
20, Corey Patterson.
They down in front.
Williamson winds up.
Way to look, baby.
Fly ball left center. And Dunn makes the catch for the final out. And that ends the frame. As we go to the middle of the 4th, the Cubs lead by 6. And coming up after the game, a very special episode of My Old Man's a Dork. Corey's stinging one-liners and wisecracks go a step too far. This gripping episode will disturb you. Discretion is advised. And here comes the batter to lead things off this inning.
Aaron Boone.
Wait for your pitch. Wait for your pitch.
Boone stands in. Pryor with the windup. Pryor, and here's the windup. Boone takes a called strike, 0-2.
You know, I got a life to live, and if these people aren't swinging at pitches, we're gonna end up dying here.
Hit in the air to left, and he puts it away.
You know, this guy is becoming one of the game's better fielders. They'd really like to get ahead here.
1 out, nobody on base.
Junior.
Griffey stares down the pitcher.
Heard that.
Pryor, the windup. Drives one to center field. Throws to first. He got him. Two outs, nobody on base.
Number 44, Adam Dunn.
You good hit right now. Come on, right now, baby, right now.
Line foul. Pryor, now the windup. Hit sharply toward third. And Bellhorn makes the grab for the final out. And that'll do it for this inning. At the end of 4, Chicago leads by 6. Tonight at 10 on Newsbreakers, giant Mexican squirrels. How big are they? Are they crossing the border? And how safe are your children? And here comes the first batter to lead off the inning.
Mark Bellhorn.
T-shirt, man! T-shirt!
And he looks at one inside.
He didn't even flinch. He knew it was a ball to second at left.
Contact, that's all we need.
Good eye on the pitch in tight.
You know, as a hitting coach, all you can do is hit your players. I mean, hard every day. Hit them. Then they learn how to hit.
Gets under it to left field. And Dunn puts it away. 1 out, nobody on base. Sosa looking for a pitch he can drive. He gets under this one, hit to right center. Griffey Jr. fields this one on the bounce. And Sosa is on with a single. 1 out, a man on base.
19. Joy.
Choi steps in. Delivers. Hit hard over the shortstop. And Dunn makes the grab. Guns it to first. And the ball is knocked loose. There are 2 outs. Runner on second. Williamson now ready. He's running. Fires to third. And he popped that ball loose. Fires. Baloo takes a cold strike, 0-2. And this guy looks very stiff at the plate right now, Jimmy.
Yeah, he looks like one of those guys made out of wax at the museums. I hate them.
Strike 3 called.
Imagine how good this pitcher will be in 10 or 20 years. He's so young right now, you know.
With the bottom of the inning coming up, Chicago leads by 6. Tonight on Newsbreakers following the game, the city pothole scandal grows bigger. The cover-up surrounding funds that were supposed to cover up potholes have disappeared. Branyan, nothing doing today. Flight out his last at bat. Hey, hot dog man! Pryor with the windup. Got under that one to left field. And Alou pulls it in. Kearns, 1 for 1 this game. He cranked his solo shot last time up.
Hey, Peanuts. Peanuts here.
Kearns takes a called strike. 0-1's the count.
You know, do you think he's saying to himself, I'm going to swing or I'm not going to swing? You know, that's the real science to hitting. Either you swing or you don't.
And he rips one to deep left field. Alou fields it off the bounce. And Kearns reaches base safely. 1 out, 1 on.
Number 23, Jason.
Pryor now set. Takes off. The throw to second. He's in there safely. The throw to second, and he's back safely.
Hey, Peanuts.
Drives one to right center. And Patterson pulls it down. 2 outs now. Man on second.
Scott Williamson.
Pryor, the windup, breaks for third. The throw to third. He is safe. And here comes the runner from third. And he is tagged out. After the bottom half of the inning, the Cubs lead by 6. And tonight, following the game, on Crime Scene Witness Stories, an eyewitness tells the story of witnessing a witness disappearance in a witness relocation program gone bad. It's sure to excite you. And here comes the batter to the plate to lead off the inning. Hill digs in.
Hey, your pitcher's got a whistle!
Hit sharply to the shortstop. And Larkin puts it away. Backham, 0 for 1 thus far. Flied out his last at bat. 1 out, nobody on base. Line shot to third. And Branyan makes the catch. Gonzalez, a perfect 2 for 2 on the day. A run-scoring single in his last attempt. And he swung right through that one, Jimmy.
Yeah, Tim, like little kids trying to grab pigeons, you know? They run up to them and they can't grab them. They're just spastic.
Williamson winds up. Hit in the air to right field. The play at first, and he is out. The bottom of the inning coming up, Chicago leads by 6. Tonight on Newsbreakers, what you don't know about your toothbrush can't hurt you, or can it? What we found may shock you, or will it? And here comes the first batter to lead off the inning. There's a shot into right center. Williamson rounds first. And Williamson winds up at second with a double. Larkin, 1 for 2 to this point. Singled last time up. Looking for a good pitch. And he looks at the pitch off the plate.
He didn't even flinch there. Well, I'll tell you, this booth stinks, Tim.
And he lifts this one to right field. And Sosa reels it in. One out with a runner on second. Pryor looks in. Sends a blast right field. He makes the grab. Guns it to second, and the ball pops loose. 2 outs now. Man on second.
Wait for your pitch. Wait for your pitch.
Boone takes a called strike. The count is 0-1.
That looked good right over the plate, but what do I know?
Hit high and deep. This one could go. And it does. Touchable. It's a home run. And Boone narrows the deficit to 4. You talk about a guy with power. That was frightening.
There's no way that ball is a homer in any other park.
I thought he cracked his bat on that one. Did you hear that pop?
That's why baseball is the greatest sport in the world. That home run was a piece of artwork.
There are 2 outs. Base is empty.
Griffey Jr.
Ice cold soda. Hey, ice cold soda.
Pryor winds up. It might be. It could be. It is a home run! And Griffey pulls his team within 3 runs. And that's got to shake a pitcher's confidence, Jimmy.
That's the kind of pitch a hitter dreams of, but boy, when they see it, they usually whip.
That was an exclamation mark.
It's a special gift to be able to hit a ball like that. How many guys try out spring training every year? The best of the best play.
outs. Base is empty. Pryor now set to deliver. And that's line foul. The pitch. Loops one, shallow left.
Hey, that's harder than it looks. But man, that looked pretty hard.
And that'll retire the side. And so at the end of the inning, the Cubs lead by 3. Hey, you know, those neighbor kids filled up my mailbox with cement again, Jimmy. So I hooked up an old car battery to a new one. Next time it's going to be El Shacarundo. And here comes the batter to lead things off this inning. Pryor gets ready.
Way to go, man!
Gets under it, center field. And he pulls it down. One out, nobody on base. Patterson stands in.
Hey, man, down in front!
Sends a blast left center. And he puts it away. Bellhorn has picked up 1 hit and 3 at-bats today. Flied out his last at-bat. Digs in.
Hey, fat burrito man here!
And that's foul. Got under that one into foul territory. Sends up a drive left field. Dunn will field it on the bounce. The throw to first, and Bellhorn has himself a base hit. Sosa, 2 for 3 thus far. Singled last time up. And so there are 2 outs and a runner at first base. Sosa gets ready. Sends up a drive to right field.
Oh, wow.
And he's out at first base. Inning of play, Chicago leads by 3.
You know what I love about baseball at night? All the bugs. When you're sitting in the stands, you got your mouth open, and all of a sudden a June bug comes right in your throat. That is good.
Branyan, 0 for 2 in this game. Flied out his last at-bat.
Over here! Over here, ice cream!
Hit sharply, but foul. Line shot to first, and he'll make the play. One out. Bases are empty. Kearns takes a cold strike. Notice how he holds his hands right up next to his ears, Jimmy? He should bring them down a little closer to his body.
You ever eat pig ears, Tim?
Not that I know of, Jimmy. Kearns takes a cold strike.
You know, my dad always said, you know, if you want to get in the water, you better start swimming.
Got under that one to right center. And he pulls it down. There are 2 outs. The base is empty.
Jason LaRue.
Releases, and he doesn't bite on that pitch inside.
Oh, and he wouldn't bite on that offering. You know, that may have been a little bit out of the zone, but not much.
Sends a blast to the alley and right. And it's off the wall. Patterson plays it off the bounce. And LaRue has himself a single. And so there are 2 outs and a runner at first base. Williamson steps in. And he looks at one inside.
This kid knows how to wait for his pitch.
And he shows a good eye holding up on that pitch.
Their hitting coach gives these guys $1 for every ball they take. That's good incentive to draw the walk.
The pitch. Line smash, second base. That's going to do it. The Cubs add another victory to the win column. That's going to do it for us. Tim Kipshaw for my good friend Jimmy Short saying,
See you next time, everybody. Remember, let's go!